Last year, I rode around America. The year before that, I rode around Canada. To finish off the North American trifecta, I decided to ride to Mexico. Once again, my journey starts off in the lush green forests of the Pacific Northwest. Since I'd already ridden through this area on my trip last year, I decided to skip the scenic route and make quick time down to California. Crossing into Northern California, it's time to get off the highway and hit the twisties. Highway 96 is a fun twisty road that takes you through the Klamath National Forest. This road is filled with endless corners and offers fantastic views of the rivers and surrounding forest.
Look at this road! Oh my god! Fantastic! California, right on!
The bike is feeling great and I am having a blast when suddenly I feel a sharp pain in my back.
Ow! Oh, fuck! Ah, shit! Ow! Damn it! Oh, fuck! Ah! Shit! Something flew into my jacket! I gotta pull over! Ah! Oh, here we go! Ah! Get the file! Ah! Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on! Ah! Ah! Ow! Ah! Come on, get off me, get off me! Ah, fucking helmet, get off! What the fuck was that? Oh my god. I think a bee or something just flew into my jacket and went down my back and started stinging or biting my back. That happened before. Holy shit.
That night at my hotel, I look in the mirror and I count 6 bites. Whatever had flown into my jacket sure did a number on me. The next day, with my jacket firmly done up, I keep riding south via Highway 101 and enter the pristine forested area known as the Avenue of the Giants. Originally built as a wagon route in the 1800s, the Avenue of the Giants is a scenic road that runs through the Humboldt Redwood State Park. Though the park's name comes from the famous German naturalist Alexander von Humboldt, the Avenue of the Giants gets its name from the huge coastal redwood trees that tower over the road. These group of trees make up the largest remaining untouched stand of redwoods in the world, and they look absolutely stunning. I even had a chance to drive through one of them, and despite the massive hole, the Chandler tree is actually still alive and growing.
That feels low. That feels low.
Oh, I just realized I called it the Chandler tree and not the chandelier tree. It's not the Chandler Bing tree, it's the chandelier tree. So, from the chandelier tree in Leggett, I'd planned to head south on the coast to ride down to the famous Pacific Coast Highway into San Francisco. This road may not be the Pacific Coast Highway yet, but this stretch of Route 1 leading out of Leggett is fantastic. Loads of twisties and makes for a fun, fast ride down to the coast. Man, California's got some amazing roads for motorcyclists. Coming down from the Forest Road, I finally arrive at a very foggy Pacific Ocean. The Pacific Coast Highway is one of the most famous roads in California and is known for its stunning views. We've all seen those amazing photos of Half Moon Bay or the iconic Bixby Bridge, but for some reason, the roads that I'm riding don't strike me as very scenic. Was I in the wrong area? Was there like a better area that I'm supposed to be riding?
I have no idea if this is the Pacific Coast Highway or not. I don't think it is. How can it be on the Pacific Coast Highway, which is along the ocean, when there's land right there? That's not Japan.
complicating my search, at several points I take a wrong turn and end up going inland and then having to double back to try to get back to the coast again.
So, if you can believe it, I am still trying to find this Pacific Coast Highway, which obviously this is not it. I mean, there's still land on that side. There's supposed to be water. There's like so many iconic scenes, like photos I've seen of that highway, crossing bridges and shit. I just can't believe I can't find it.
This happened numerous times, and each time I got more and more frustrated. Eventually, I decided to pull over and try to figure out where the hell I am.
Let me see here. Let me see. I'm gonna figure out where the fuck I'm going here. Is this the Pacific Coast Highway? Is this supposed to be scenic? I don't know. The beaches in Oregon look better. That doesn't quite look as scenic as I thought it would. Fuck me. Holy shit! Look at that! A fucking bird went into my bike! Holy shit! Can you see that? There's a fucking bird! Holy shit! I need a stick to get that out of there! I need a stick! There's no fucking sticks! The tiger ate a bird! Oh, poor bird! I hope I don't have fucking bird guts in there. Holy shit! Look at that! A fucking bird!
Unfortunately, I never did find the scenic views of the Pacific Coast Highway. I'm not sure if I was in the wrong area or not, but after a frustrating ride, I finally arrived at the Golden Gate Bridge.
Whoa, there it is. That's kind of cool looking. I like how it's all covered in fog too. That's pretty cool.
The Golden Gate Bridge was built in 1937, and even though it's coming up on 90 years, it still is an incredible feat of engineering. Up until 1964, the Golden Gate Bridge was the longest suspension bridge in the world, and seeing it in person, I am struck at how large it is.
It's bigger than I thought. Holy shit.
The bridge's two towers are over 700 feet in height and weigh 44,000 tons each. I don't know how heavy 44,000 tons is, but that really seems a lot to me.
This structure is humongous. I always thought it was smaller. Man, that's huge. Okay, I'm gonna look at the road. Oh my god, I'm so cold. Where are some of the steep streets? Oh wow, that's pretty steep. Wow, that's pretty steep. I kind of want to go up one of these streets just for fun.
San Francisco is a city of hills. In fact, it is considered one of the hilliest cities in the world. And as I understand it, many of these hills are due to the fact that San Francisco sits on a large tectonic plate with many fault lines. This has resulted in a large number of volcanoes forming centuries ago. The hills you see today are actually old volcano cones.
Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, look at it, cool! Oh my god, these are pretty steep! Oh wow, they are steep! Oh shit, there's a stop sign at the top here. Oh, that's gonna suck for people driving a manual. Hey. Oh, they gotta let me through, that's nice. Whoa, they are steep! Whoa! That's kind of fun actually. Ay. Oh shit, I got my thing on. Damn it. I had my turn signal on the whole time. That's why people are like, what's he doing? God, I'm so stupid today. Oh my god, that's so steep.
I only had one day to explore the city, and I wasn't too keen on hiking up and down some ancient volcano, so I booked a bike tour, a 3-wheeled bike tour to be precise. Originally from France, Drone moved to San Francisco in 1998 and fell in love with the city. Being an avid motorcyclist, he wanted to combine his love of bikes and his love of the city in a way that others would enjoy. Our tour takes us to see all the iconic landmarks such as Union Square, Chinatown, Lombard Street, and of course the Golden Gate Bridge. Jerome has a wealth of knowledge about the city and provides excellent commentary as we ride around. I'm actually a little bit surprised that Jerome's little Ural can make it up these steep streets. I had a lot of fun seeing San Francisco from this side of the bike, and I encourage anyone to check out Jerome's website for information about his tours. As I get ready to hit the road again, I find out from Jerome that the scenic parts of the Pacific Coast Highway are actually between San Francisco and San Diego, but most of the road right now is currently closed for construction.
I can't believe how busy San Francisco is. I heard that the population is only like 800,000 people. I thought it was like a city of like millions, 4 or 5 million or something. It just seems so incredibly busy, traffic-wise.
Getting a little bit hungry, I decided to stop for lunch, and since I am heading to Mexico, I might as well stop for some Mexican food, even though I'm still in California.
Whatever the name of that tea is, it's really good. I don't know what it's called. I can't remember what it's called. She said something in Spanish, I don't remember, but damn, that tea is good. It's like this red tea. It tastes like cranberries or something, but it's really good. Okay, time for burrito.
Okay, what do you do when you're absolutely exhausted and you're stuck on the highway, California highway, and you're going like 10 kilometers an hour? Are we allowed to lane split in California? Like, can I go down the middle of this? Do I have to sit in this traffic or what? I don't remember if California is a legal place to lane split or not. That was it. All that massive delay for just that? No carnage? No good old American road rage? Nothing? I'm boiling my nutsack off for that? Fender bender?
After a long day on the road, I finally arrive at the famous Hollywood Boulevard. Now, I'm not interested in the celebrity aspect of Hollywood, but more interested into the history of the film industry and how it got started. To guide me on this historic journey, I book a tour with local filmmaker Gabe Bruskoff, who shows me all the historic sites that led to the early growth of the film industry. It's fascinating to hear his stories of how many of the classic films that were part of the golden age of Hollywood were created in the very buildings that we see today. We also walk past many of the famous landmarks such as Gronum's Chinese Theater, the Cinerama Dome, and the Capitol Records Building. I really enjoyed seeing the famous "You Are a Star" mural, and E.T. going out to the lobby to use the phone is an especially nice touch. Fantastic job by the artist on that one. I'm surprised to see that so many buildings in Hollywood have that distinct Art Deco style to them. I didn't realize that that area would be like that, and I absolutely love Art Deco styling, and it really gives that whole area an old Hollywood feeling. It's sad to see that so many of these buildings are abandoned though, because in their heyday they must have looked amazing. But today, many of them are in a sad state of decay. After Hollywood, I hop back on the highway and start heading south down to San Diego.
So today, I don't know where to go here. I'm heading down to San Diego, and I hope it's not going to take as long as it did for me to get from San Francisco to LA. I hope, because I do not want another 8 hours. 8 hours! It took me 8 hours! Having said that, what the hell? I'm stuck in traffic again. Man, look at this traffic. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lanes in either way, and it's jam-packed with cars. Can you see that?
As someone who comes from a small town in Canada, I am absolutely blown away to see all 10 lanes of highway filled with cars. I'm sure to people in LA, this traffic doesn't look that bad, but for me, it's quite surprising. It feels like the entire population of California decided to go on a road trip as I crept along the highway. In fact, did you know that the entire population of California is the same as the entire population of Canada? So to me, it feels like the entire population of Canada decided to follow me along on this road trip.
I think I can filter though. I saw another motorcyclist come down the middle there, so I think I can, but I'm just not a little bit worried about the width of the bike with the cases on it. I don't want to clip someone's car.
Now, I can't remember if California is a state that allows lane splitting or not, but eventually I had enough of the sitting in traffic business, and after seeing yet another rider ride past me, I decided to give it a go.
See, he's doing it. Okay, I'm gonna follow him. Wow, this person pulled over. Man, that's awesome.
It's a little nerve-wracking to be riding so close to the cars, especially with my cases on the back of my bike, but California drivers seem to be used to it, and some of them even pull over to give me more room. Thumbs up to all of you guys. But it turns out it wasn't the cars that I had to worry about, but the other bikers. I had to keep a close eye on my mirrors as they came up behind me really quickly and were definitely in a hurry to get by.
Shit, there's a ton of bikers coming behind me now. Crap, I gotta pull over. Oh, fuck. Jesus Christ, these guys are nuts. Holy shit.
I'm amazed at what good time I'm making by lane splitting. The traffic just seems to go on for miles, and if I'd been in a car, I would have been stuck here for hours. How do people in California deal with this? I later learned that California is the only state in the United States that allows motorcyclists to lane split. And seeing how bad the traffic jams are, I think is a great idea. Hopefully the other 49 states will cop a clue and include that law as well. Soon enough, I'm out of the traffic and onto some fun twisty roads as I head to the Tecate border crossing. Tecate is a small Mexican border crossing located about 40 miles from San Diego.
You know, I realized I didn't look up the procedure for like what I gotta do. Well, I think I have to go to the somewhere out here. No, maybe not. I don't know. I have all the paperwork. I just don't know what the procedure is. Oh, these bump thingies are a little bit nasty. Just stop here.
It's a popular crossing for bikers as it's not as busy as the urban San Isidro crossing between San Diego and Tijuana.
Okay, that was easy. That was easy. Can I park here?
Alongside a tourist visa, I need a special import-export permit to bring my motorcycle into Mexico.
I don't know. Shit, I didn't look up the procedure. I just looked up all the paperwork that I need.
And I've read many horror stories of frustrations in dealing with Mexican bureaucracy, so I'm well prepared with all my documents as I go into their office. Only to be told that they had run out of electricity and I need to come back in 3 hours.
Well, that was really interesting. They don't have any electricity and come back in 3 hours, and hopefully at that time they'll have some electricity. If not, I gotta come back in another 3 hours and hope that they have electricity then.
With nothing to do but wait, I decided to ride into Tecate to get some breakfast.
Okay, so I'm having to wait for for Tecate to get electricity or something. And I was just running around and I saw this little fruit stand here. So I thought I'd order like a fruit salad for breakfast. I really like having fruit in the morning. In Canada, fruit salad is lame. It's like a couple melons, maybe a couple pineapples, maybe a banana, strawberry, something like that. That's a fruit salad. Here in Mexico, they don't mess around when it comes to fruit salad. I should have ordered a small, actually. Check this thing out.
After a breakfast consisting of the most elaborate fruit salad I've ever seen in my life, I made my way back to the immigration office. Eventually, I was able to process my paperwork, get out of immigration, get on my bike, and finally start my Mexican adventure. Only to get pulled over by the local police.